Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. My name is Sam. I want to say a massive thank you again to everybody that's subscribed so far. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Click that link below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Also comment. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video. So we're tinting this to this Discovery 4. It's going for a full limo tint all the way round, and then I've got an Isuzu D-Max or B-Max truck out there as well that needs privacy glass or tinting as well in the 5%. And that's what I've got to do today. Get these two done. This one by lunch and that one by the end of the day. So in this video today, guys, I just wanted to do a walkthrough or step-by-step on how to tint a side window. Follow along. I've sped it up in a few places just to speed it up. Enjoy. Alright guys, so let's trimming it in pretty on that. There's a rubber there. I use that as a line. And then the same on this side. So then that whoosh will just sit underneath the rubber on the inside of the glass. You only cut the top edge once you've wound it down, obviously holding it off the bottom. And that is pretty much cut on the focus. As you can see, it's pretty much cut on the edge. If you're ever working on any vehicle and you're using the doors or the windows or all the lights are on and you're going to be using it for a long period, highly recommend getting one of these C-tek units. It basically just gives it a supply. Obviously check that it's rated for the battery and that vehicle, but it's a cracking bit of kit. Obviously when I'm tinting, I'm using the window motors, and especially on like these Range Rovers and the Discoveries and all these bigger vehicles, generally uses a lot more power, I guess. Don't know for whatever reason, but definitely you want to invest in one of these C-tek kits. Help me out a bunch. Like, you can just continue using ignition with it on, and you're not going to have any power loss. And when you come to start the vehicle after you've finished working on it, it's going to just start first time. The amount of times I've done the job and the battery's dead. Yeah, just a little heads up. Even if you're just using it for, if you're wrapping or whatever, I just recommend putting one on. If the doors are always open, the interior lights are always on, it's going to be using the power, and you're going to protect the battery and and the life of the battery. I will put a link in the description of the unit I have. It's an awesome bit of kit. I think it's like 300-400 quid off the top of my head, but definitely. Even use it on your own personal car. The one I've got actually has a rejuvenation feature on it, so if your battery's old, you can actually like recondition it. It does some crazy thing for about 24 hours, but yeah, you have a mint battery afterwards. These Discovery 4s are very straightforward to get the rubber out from the inside. If you just pop the one screw out in the handle, it is an absolute easy job. Sorry guys, I had to do this. It looked really super cool when I was editing and when I slowed it down. A lot of guys use these flat blades to clean the glass. Like, I don't mind, but general rule of thumb, I don't use it if I can help it. I'll have a look at it first. Obviously, if there's any like glue residue or whatever that needs it, then I will. Or if I'm stripping the whole film off and replacing it, definitely will need it. Other than that, I'm using just a squeegee or scrubby, whatever you want to call it. Something non-abrasive and it won't scratch your glass. Like, anytime I don't have to use a blade, I'm not using a blade at all. The only time when I do use a blade, it is to go down behind the rubber, because there's always crap in there. And also along the bottom. I just want to point out, I've got to use these little plastic bits to protect from the felt. If I show you on the other side quickly what they look like. This felt stuff, it's like can't even see it, might be easier from the outside. And everything sticks and it's just grimy as hell. This part's the final clean. Obviously we've dropped the window down slightly, so it's just cleaning the top edge of the glass now. I'm just going to squeegee it down and get it ready for the install. Just before I install, I sprayed down either side and along the bottom just to allow it easier to install the film. So from here guys, I'm just making sure there's no visible light from the outside, so I can't see the yellow strips or at the top. Here guys, I grabbed my felt edge squeegee, which just hopefully just dries any moisture which is on the top of the glass. Now I just grab the heat gun, which hopefully just heat the top edge down a little bit so I can roll the window up. Also just putting a bit more heat in the corners. I do it from the outside so I don't stain any of the film or overcook the film. Just shaving in the top of the edge of the glass so it's not going to get snagged or caught or damaged when the window goes up or down. So now I'll roll the window all the way up, put it back into the shut position and sprayed a little bit of water, save water, and now just pushing the bottom out, locking it into place. And just giving the sides one last squeegee out. There we have it guys, that is installed. We've now got a factory finished edge. I'm not sure if I can take you how close I can get it in there. Like, there's little to no dust at all. There's probably a very few minute specks where I've had to sort of hold the film to get it in off of my finger, but other than that it is perfect. I've just got that one installed. What you've just watched me do there, I probably would have time lapsed it in editing Sam. music stops. Anyway guys, I've got to get this one done by sort of 1 o'clock-ish, latest really. It's now 10:06, so you're just going to see snapshots, short snippets of me as I'm working along the way. That's the inside looking out of the other side. I've got all the rest of it to do, but I was a bit sneaky and I cut the same pattern from that window for this window. There's a quick cheap way of doing it. You obviously have to reverse the film on that window, if that makes sense. So you put it on the wrong way around on that window when you template it. You always have the liner side facing up nearest to you, if that makes sense. So when it goes on this window, put my arm right through it, when you put a film on this window, it bonds to the inside of the glass. Only do that if you're confident with your patterns. So this one's done, these two are done, just the back end to do, looking down through, and those two are done as well. Looking across, doing alright time wise. 11 o'clock, that means it's coffee time, and then just these three to do. Should be able to get most of this done by sort of 12ish, all being well. I just want to apologise here guys, as you can see on the right hand side, I think my stand must have been sort of just in vision of my camera. I had it on a wide angle so I could get all the boot in. Sorry about that. As you can see, every time. Best thing to do is feel with your hand to feel if it's all the glue's off. So, quick update, the sides are done, the other side's done, the rear's now done, just the two back quarter windows to do. These have aerials in, up here. Sometimes you get more connections. This one, sometimes you don't have any, sometimes, well, I think you normally have one. This one's only got one, but you've got these little nuggets to go around, or connections. But this side is flat, so when patterning you can just pattern over here, but on this side I've got to cut around it, and then you generally find there's lots of all the dirt and grimes on these things as well. So yeah, another thing to contend with there. Right, so here's the two rear quarter patterns on my transfer plate. This is where the little aerial bits are. What I do is I'm just going to cut that out with the knife on here, so I'm not going to be damaging the window, I'll be damaging the glass plate, which I'm not worried about. This is what it's for. And so that's done. Any bits of the Chinograph you can just rub off with your finger. Best stuff for doing patterns. Sometimes if you need to create a pattern on the vehicle, you literally just use a Chinograph and just draw the outline, and you could cut it on here or out with scissors. bit easier than if you're not steady with a knife. So guys, the customer came back early to collect the vehicle, and yeah, I didn't get any more footage of it when it was complete or whilst I was installing those side windows, which completely sucks. Anyway, I've got the D-Max in now, ready to tint the back three, and this one I'll definitely be able to get the whole thing done and be able to film. So let's get to it. Look how much room there is in this thing. Get my whole hand inside this door card. Well, not door carb, in this door skin. Alright, so just on the back one, just on the template, really funky looking template this. It's got little notches at the top and cut out little bits because the glass actually comes down here, but there's heated element sensor in here, so I've just taken it inside there and then up to there, which gives you the little wings at the top. So here we have it guys, the Isuzu D-Max is all done. It is looking from the inside out. Finishes the truck off, doesn't it? So guys, the Isuzu is done. That's it for another video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the video down below. Again, thanks for all the new subscribers, and see you on the next one.